Hey there, good morning and happy Friday. I am John. Today is Friday, April 21st, 2023. This is my daily vlog, a sort of stand-up where I get started each morning, stand in front of this camera and talk about my journey of trying to make content creation not just a hobby, but a sustainable career after being laid off from my job some months ago. Okay, well, it is Friday, so I'm going to try to keep this brief, but it's a cool Friday. I'm excited. So what happened yesterday, let's talk about. And so yesterday I published it was podcast day. I did some publicity for the new episode of the podcast. I generated another short form video that's ready to publish, and I also created one and published it yesterday. And then I was working on writing for the next long form video, which I said yesterday I would like to get done for today or Saturday and get published. So I have another arcade short done just in case I didn't get a video done to publish. So it was one or the other. And then, by the way, the third season, the finale of Star Trek Picard, really great. As a longtime Star Trekkie, I have some nitpicks about it, but all in all, it was a triumphant series of television. So if you didn't watch the third season of Picard, if you care at all about Star Trek, especially the Next Generation, that whole era, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, great season of television. Anyway, this is not the TV review show, but just to let you know. But then in the evening, after all of that, I was sitting around watching television, just relaxing, and I think I first saw as a friend on our Discord server popped up and mentioned that this occurred, and then I started digging and started seeing Google alerts pop in. I've always said that I'm going to chase whatever I find interesting because that seems to keep working, and I'm going to keep my ear to the ground in case something pops up. It's timely. I'm going to jump on it, and that's today. So I jumped from yesterday to today to talk about what we're going to do, and I'll tell you what that is in just a second. But here in the middle, let's talk about stats. Views and subscribers and stuff yesterday. So the day before was an uncharacteristically crazy day. I told you I think we made like 200 and almost 250, 240 some odd subscribers. And I showed you yesterday where we were, and I think we were at 23.3 or something. And so unfortunately, that streak of 250 subscribers a day is over because yesterday we only got 220 subscribers or so. I think it was crazy. It was over 200 again. And that's put us at about 22,580 something at the time of this recording. Now, I always say that because now, by the time I do a screen cap, we could be up to 80 or 90 more, or we could have hit 23.6. I don't know. But Kat mentioned in the comments the other day, 25,000 by the end of April. And that doesn't sound irrational. That if we continue this velocity, that's practical. We're talking 25,000 subscribers, which is a tremendous milestone to accomplish, especially in just a short amount of lead time that we have put into, I would say this is about 5 months in, 5.5 months in. The first 2 months were just, getting the engine running, like getting a pattern, getting going. Saw tiny adjustments there, but it really was just due to the volume of content I was putting out. And now in the last 3 months, we've had bangers, we've had hits that do well. We had the CES or whatever. We had the CES 2023 stuff hit, and then we had the little flashback toy hit, and then we thought that was the end of everything. And now all this stuff is hitting. All these shorts are hitting, and recent videos are getting either 10 or 20,000 views. You have to remember, I'm coming from a world where if I got 1,000 views on a video after a month, that's a success. And now 1,000 is happening within a couple of hours. 2,000 a day is not unlikely for a new video. So it's, I had a chat with another friend on the phone yesterday, and just like we talked about in the vlog, never until now has it really felt like this experiment has a potential happy ending, that it could actually, not that I was ever pessimistic, but practical, right? And so, but if things continue to incrementally build, wow. Anyway, that's all hypothetical. The reality is what's about today, and that is, you'll remember a week ago, 2 weeks ago, or whatever, we did videos about the lost Atari 2600 prototype. Well, in that bunch of things that was excised from some Atari R&D engineer, now released is another lost late 70s Atari prototype that was never released. But this time, it seems to be complete. And it's a fascinating little game. And so this is another one of those games that, but for some little decision, it wasn't a hardware decision this time. This time I think it had to do with some flashing colors that we were worried about, Atari was worried about seizure inducing. And they just shelved the whole game. You could have removed that. Anyway, the video. I'll do the video. It will be out either today or tomorrow. That's what I'm doing today, is working on, look, my job today is playing an old forgotten Atari game, talking about it, editing a video about it, and publishing it for people to see. That's pretty good work if you can get it, I tell you what. So that's my plan today, is to get that knocked down. And then I'll either release that Friday evening or Saturday morning, depending on where I am in the production cycle. If it's too late when I get done, I'll hold it till Saturday morning. And whichever of those places I don't publish this video, I will release the next arcade short, which I built yesterday, ready to go out the door. So my Friday is stacked, and I'm excited about it, and I'm about to knock it out. With any luck, maybe I'll have lunch with a friend or two at some point in the middle of the day, and then it's the weekend. That's my big plan. So optimism on the stats side, another cool Atari thing to talk about that's brand new and breaking news to talk about. And then I'll see you on Monday. That's how these next 8 or 10 hours are going to go for me. You know, one thing I will mention is several people, I ask you to, thank you, several people are getting on my case because these vlogs are being posted late. Well, I will say two things are happening. One, yes, I'm sleeping in later than I was some days, and it's a little late getting out. But more often than not, it's because I'm done, I upload this thing, I try to have it out by 10 a.m., and then YouTube takes an hour or two to render the high def. Sometimes, on the GenXGrownUp channel, things render like that. But I think they give preferential treatment to long-time larger creators, which is who I am in that instance when I'm logged in. And here on the vlog channel, I'm nobody with, 50 views a day or whatever. So I think they just put me on the back burner because they figure that's not urgent. And it took forever. So I'm not saying don't get on my case. Do. If you see a vlog not happen, if it doesn't publish, I can make mistakes. I could sleep in. I could slip and hit my head and be passed out. Who knows? Definitely ask me. But I want you to know I'm not slacking. Lately YouTube has taken a long time to render my videos, so sometimes they don't go out till 10:30, 10:45, 11, something like that. But the good morning part of it is still accurate because it gets out before noon at least. It's not my intent, it's ready. I'm off to work and doing something else by then, but that's what's going on. So that's my story and I'm sticking to it. All right, hey, thank you for stopping in to check out today's vlog. If you did, if you're here every day, you know that I love you for that. Thanks so very, very much. Have a good Friday and a great weekend. I'll talk to you again on Monday. Bye-bye.